project so that we solve real world problems and also help you guys, whoever is interested in contributing to these projects. Okay. Through these projects, what's in it for me, right? What's in it for me? A couple of things for me. One is when I see people working on these projects. So like, for example, right now we have in our Discord server, we have a lot of people contributing, right? I think Kushbu also just joined today, but otherwise, we've been having Gurpreet has been contributing. We've been having Pawan Teja who's been contributing, and a few other folks, Lokesh, Sandeep. Okay, so different people have been contributing, and this initiative basically helps me identify people who are good to contribute to this project, who are good, because that's how I know their work ethic, their ability to write good code, their commitment to the project, and commitment to the work, and their the energy they have in terms of what ideas they bring to the table and make things happen. So if I see there are people who are good, right, I recommend them to various partnering companies. So we have some companies which reach out to us for good talent, and we help them get placed there, right? So of course, I just give the referrals, because most companies nowadays, when there is a position, they get at least like 500, 600 resumes. So how do they kind of identify who are the good ones amongst them, correct? So so there's a company called Peppo who has reached out to us from Mumbai, and I was having a chat with the founder, and he was like, some 400 resumes have come. So I asked him, how do you do? What do you do to kind of how do you pick the ones who are good amongst 400 resumes? So he said, they use something like, ChatGPT. They kind of have some kind of agent, and some complex method he proposed. Right now, what happens is, despite the best way, even ATS, right? It's not always foolproof. Right? What do you mean foolproof? You might be the best person candidate in that entire pool of 400, but there could be a possibility your resume just slips through. For whatever reasons, the logic they developed is faulty, or your resume is not as per ATS, whatever number of reasons it doesn't get through. So if a resume doesn't get through, there's no chance on hell you're going to get an interview call, and because they're first going to shortlist the resumes, and then out of the ones which come, they will go into analyze. So again, it's not always resume, it can be Google Forms too. The point is, whatever mechanism there, it's kind of never foolproof, right? Some of you might be thinking, I'm better than that guy. How come he got through? How he got an interview call, right? I see that all the time, right? So there are things that can happen outside your control, and that's where I kind of help in a way. So people who work on the project school, who contribute to these projects, if they're good, I give my recommendation, saying that they have worked on this project, and this I know this person well, that this person can do this kind of work, correct? And generally they tend to give the interview calls for people whom I refer, because most of them are partnering with me, right? So I just give them 5 resumes or 5 profiles max, not more. Okay, so most often than not, they get interview calls, and after that, it's up to you. Correct? You have to prove yourself. I can't have interviews for you, and you don't influence the process. Also, I don't tell them that because I referred you have to take them. It's up to you. Correct? So there is this project called Hybrid Bag. I hope you guys can see my screen. Can you give a thumbs up? You can see my screen, right? Can you folks see my screen? Yeah, great. So there is this project called Hybrid Bag, which a developer had worked with me on this project. Of course, this will start next week. So basically, we use RAG. Yeah, see what's up. I'll give you the Discord link. So we use RAG for parsing PDFs, right? Writing queries on PDFs. So he's just a fresher, 2025 graduate, and I worked with him on this. He did amazing work on that, and I just referred him to a position in a big company, and that was basically for 3+ years experience people. And because I put my letter saying that this guy is good, he's as good as a 3+ years experience guy, they gave him a chance. Okay, and he's cleared the first round, waiting the next rounds, and I'm sure he'll crack it. Okay, so that's where I kind of this initial program helps me to identify the good talent, identify people who are good at what they do. Correct. So just letting you know. So if you can take you can take it seriously, that helps you. That helps me also. Okay. So coming to the this project again, we've had multiple sessions in the past. You can check these recordings. Okay. For 3 sessions, I've already put in. Okay. There may not be the most exhaustive videos on those respective topics, but they give an idea of what we are doing and why we are doing. So today we are kind of looking at how we build that application where we do the geotagging, farm mapping, deploying everything together. Okay. So there is a Discord server. 1 second. Let me see if this is the same Discord server. It's not that, right? Okay. Let me see where it is gone. So Mac is a bit confusing to use. Give me a second, guys. Can someone ping the Discord server, please? Okay, I think this is it. Okay, so this is the Discord server. Project School. Yeah. Yeah, this is the Discord server, guys. Let me just put this here. Yeah, Pawan has already put it. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Pawan. So you guys can join this and yeah. So I'll tell other folks to just join us. Hi all. Please join the meeting to review the open items. Okay, cool. So, yeah. Now, in terms of the application, what we have built, Pawan, do you have that application link? Versal app that we have? Agrobot, yeah, this one. That's it. So this is the application we have so far, guys. Okay, and in this application, we are looking at again, crowd pooling weather data is something that we have integrated right now. We are integrating the farm data over here. I think so. Pawan Teja is working on this. Okay, so basically, these are all the specific plants which he will update. It's not yet pushed the code. So this one he'll be updating. So in Google Maps, you can see the farm and you can see all the plants in that farm. Okay. That's one thing. The other thing is we will upload images, and in the front end only the model will detect if it's mango or not. And if it is mango, we send the details. So we upload 10 images. Do you have that link, Pawan? The old link? Maybe we can just show the old link.
Should I like share my screen or something?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
I have it ready. So
yeah, please share. So basically, we already built the front end where we are uploading images and able to see if it's a mango or not. Yeah, you can show that. Oh, thanks.
Just a second. Sharing my screen.
So for the folks who joined newly, just please pay attention because net, the idea is we are saying that we want to be able, given a drone imagery, right? Drone images of two types. One is static images. The other one is videos. Okay. So given this data, we want to be able to determine if a particular image has a mango plant or not. So the drone will keep moving from the top, plant after plant. And if a particular image has, see, like for example, this image is at the bottom.
So is it visible?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So this is where the any of the feed comes from the backend about the farm, and this is the ID or the name of the farmer, and these coordinates will tell where the plant is located, and also the type is also mentioned in the backend if it gets whether it's a mango plant or any other type of plant, it gets updated here, and then. After that, you have this teachable machine, which sir is actually speaking about. So here you just upload images about first. Let's say I'm taking mango trees. Just say I'm just taking one of the image. It will process based on the model which is already pre-trained, like teachable machine. Then you have the image details as far now. Then you have the predictions and stuff. You will get like whether a mango tree or any other tree is detected. And also take a bunch of the photos, I guess. Yeah. If you upload, will process in the backend and will show you like how many distances if a duplicate trees are found, whether how many distances, like the differences. You can keep first or keep second, or can delete any one of them. Yeah, this is how the thing looks in the front.
Correct. So basically, again, this is needed because the drone can take two images, very nearby, and it can take the same plant's photo twice. Correct. So one at 0 and another one as 10 centimeters away. So if we take two images of the same plant and you don't do the deduplication check, then you're going to double count it. Correct. So idea is, on a farm, given an image or series of images, you need to be counting for each image, is there a plant or not, what are the lat long, and then store the geotag location of that plant in the database, right? And then represent it on the UI. Correct. So in the map. So can you just why is there so much of a distance uh, between the plants? There seems to be a
Like
lot of
the
distance,
mock,
right?
like the mock data is like that. Like I've
No,
taken.
no, take it from the real images. No, for every image has the geotag location data. Every image has
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I will update. I will update
Yeah,
that.
if it doesn't have, then let me know, right? So I'll give you
Yeah,
those images which have it. So the drone
yeah.
automatically captures them, and
Right.
we should be able to extract it from the EXIF data.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just the mock data which I have presented. I didn't keep these images like when I upload the image, you'll get the geotag, right? So I didn't
Right.
upload this, sorry, update this to when I was to see this farm and something. That updation I need to
No, that
after
will come
that.
from the backend anyway. So do we have location on the call? So uh, not
Yes,
yet.
sir.
Yeah, Lokesh. So Lokesh, you will be giving that endpoint, right? Which will give the data of this plants, right?
Yes,
Or
sir.
you're saving the farm data?
Like I am saving the farm data into the database. So with the endpoint, we can access the data.
Correct. So yeah, you can give another small endpoint will just fetch the data of all the plants
Yeah.
in that particular farm, right?
Okay. Okay.
So I mean that's a simple one, that's a quick one, right? These are all like 10-15 minutes kind of work, correct? So we'll knock it out quickly. So so that's okay, Pawan, we will provide that. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So in terms of completion of activities, I think pretty much again location complete those two, and I think Gurpreet is working on one dashboard endpoint, so we can add that dashboard also. Do you have Sandeep on the call? Okay, no problem. So so pretty much we are almost there, guys. Okay, so just a little bit of connecting the dots, putting them together, and making sure that it's kind of in a deliverable stage. Okay. Now the one thing there I was also looking at is in terms of video. Okay, so let me just share my screen. So yeah, you can let me know if you can see my screen. You can see, right? Yeah. Cool. So if you can see, this is the imagery of from the drone, like it goes over the plants. Okay, this is from a real farm. So it goes from each plant and actually takes the images from that, right? So let me just pause it. So what the drone does is, as in how it goes, it just takes a snapshot and then moves to the next one. Takes a snapshot, moves on. So that's how you get the images, and this is the video. Okay. So if you look at it, so far we've been able to. We are actually referring only to the images. So we are picking each image, and again, for the folks who are new, the images look like this. Okay, whatever images you take, see, this is one plant. Okay, and then and if you look at the other plants also, this is another plant. Okay, so it takes the aerial picture like this. Okay, now there's a reason why we are taking aerial pictures, because in different farms the size of the plants are different. So if the drone moves from the side, it can interfere or hit the trees or branches or something, because the distance between two plants can be small, right? If there's a big canopy. Okay, so that's why it goes from the top, because you can always fix the height. No plant is going to be more than, like, say, 10 feet or maybe 15 feet, correct? So this way, if you're seeing, you're able to see all the plants. Now what I, again, in addition to the images, since we already have a video, I was thinking, why not use YOLO to actually detect, okay, if there is a mango plant or not, and then actually detect it. Okay, so if you see in YOLO, this is how the object detection happens. So you can see my screen, right? So as they are going, they are able to identify, is it a truck, is it a car? Okay, or is it a person or a motorbike, you can see it's able to dynamically detect. Okay. So similarly in our video also, as we are progressing right now, this will again move to the right side. The drone moves to the right side gradually, and you will get to know at each point what is the lat long and all. Okay. So once it moves out, again it moves to the next row. Okay. So there are several rows of trees, and this is the next row of trees which is the drone is covering. Okay. And it will keep going through each one of them, and it will capture the data, and the YOLO should be able to say, okay, fine, this is one image, this is one image, this is one mango plant, this is one mango plant. Should can keep counting it and incrementing the counter. So we can use the data from the YOLO and the images to kind of double verify, correct? Double check is basically an extra source of validation, correct? Because if you rely only on the images, maybe the model is not able, that we are using there. Basically, we're using a mobile net classification model, which we extracted from teachable machines, correct? If that slips, suppose it says it is not mango, it is a mango, but it's saying not mango for some reason, the YOLO data also should be able to help us double verify it, right? If we see a discrepancy, we can go and check and say, okay, I think there's a discrepancy. What is the reason, right? Is it because the model is not working or something, so that we can improve the model, correct? The classification model. Okay, so it gives us additional data points, and that's why again Kushbu has Kushbu, you there in the call?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Kushbu has volunteered to work on the YOLO part of things. And what we'll do is I'll also help you, Kushbu, okay, for analyzing, because I feel that that has potential. It also helps to, do that in real time, correct? We can also do it in real time, correct?
Yes.
So, Kushbu, what kind of experience do you have in YOLO? Can you just talk about, do you have, I mean, just beginner level, or you've already done some projects? Just want to
No,
understand.
sir, like according to me, not is so advanced. I am just like a beginner level because I have done recently project like food weight prediction. Like in a like plate, we have slices of any food ingredients like a potato and like, and then we have to like apply, like I have applied YOLO and that to predict weight after the training of the model. So in that project, I have used YOLO. So it's
What
beginner
what
level.
detection? What detection is that? Sorry, I didn't get that.
It's basically food weight prediction.
Food waste prediction.
Weight.
Food weight.
Yes, sir.
No, I didn't get
Like
that.
how much
F,
is like how much there are potato in grams, like 200 grams and 10 grams, like that. Like slices, chopped potato, chopped onion in a plate. So we have to find that what is the weight of that particular quantity in that time after training.
so basically, you are saying based on the object bounding box, you are going to determine
Yes.
what is the weight of that particular object which is detected.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a little bit more advanced, right? So yeah, ours is simply classification, right? Is there an object? Do you have a bounding box for that? Yes or no? That's about it, correct?
Yes.
And the other thing is, if you look at our images, right? Like, see, each one of these image, I'll just minimize this. The drone captures a wide area, correct? If you look at it, that is this minimize, yeah. So the drone captures a very wide area if you look at it, right? So we really don't need
Yes.
so much, correct? So typically YOLO will give us a bounding box. It will say
Yes.
this lies in this, and the center of that, because see the image, the lat long that we get in this image, right? The drone gives us, but that will be the center of that particular image, correct? So
Hmm.
center of this plant need not be the center of that particular image, correct? Because
Yes.
the drone is on the left side a little bit, and the plant is on the right side, then it will give the center of something else on the left. The plant is somewhere else. So you really don't get the location of the plant, correct? Again, it is important to know the exact location of the plant. Pretty much, again, the center of the plant can be wherever it's here. Because if you are doing something like precision, spray or something, you need to know where the plant is, correct? Because we don't do this activity again and again. It's just a one-time activity. Got it? So it's important to get that exact location right. Okay. So again, we will have to use OpenCV and stuff like that if required to kind of on the images, we can use OpenCV to kind of crop it out and do that. But again, that's separate. I will do that later. To start with, I want to build that simple application where I upload, say, 100 images, and I want to say out of these 100 images, how many of them are mango plants, right? And what are the latitudes and
Yes.
longitudes of those 80
Yes, sir.
mango plants? That's the first goal. We want to complete that. Okay. And of course, we also want to use YOLO as a verification, validation. So the video also will be there, and YOLO should be able to say, okay, the 80 as per YOLO, 80 as per images, they match. The lat longs also will compare. They both match. It's good. If there is a fault in or gap in the images, right, the classification model on mobile net that we got, then we have scope for improvement, because otherwise we will never know, right? Because see, here on my farm, which I'll show you the aerial view. So so this is data sets 2. Okay, so if you see the aerial view,
Sir,
yeah,
a
so
small doubt.
this yeah,
This video has any coordinates or something? Will
yes,
have
this yes. So whenever this video is shot, right, there will be another file created called SRT file. You can see it, .srt, correct?
okay, right.
So
Yeah.
this SRT file continuously has a log of that. So as the time frame goes, you can actually, I don't know if you can open it in Mac, but let me, I think you can open it in VS Code or whatever, I don't know. So basically what happens is, as the drone is going, the video will have a time, right? So for each time, what is the lat long, it will continuously keep logging it into this SRT file.
Okay, sir.
So let's say at 4:18, right? You want to know where that drone was, it will be there in SRT. You need to take that combination. Cool. So if the YOLO says at 1:50, this is a mango plant here, you'll have to look at 1:50 is what lat long over there and get that. Okay. But the image will automatically have, every image will automatically have. So if you want to go see it, right, you can click on downloads, and you can actually see the okay, so I'll show you. Click on info. So you can see the lat long here, correct?
Yes.
So this is the info which is coming in from the image itself directly. Okay. Now the point is, Pawan, if you want to represent this data in your front end, right, how do you need to store it? Because I think in the background they're storing it as a string. Okay. So if
Right.
they store it as this exact string, you're good to go, right? So whatever we get from you, we just store it and give it to you. Is that good enough?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is for Lokesh. Okay. So Lokesh, make sure you're storing it as string. Whatever you get from
Yes, sir.
while the emoji is being uploaded, whatever you get from Pawan, you store it as it is, right? And when you're returning it, also send it as it is. Pawan will take care. Cool.
Okay, sir.
Cool. So now coming back to the aerial image, right? So this is how the overall farm looks, right? So they're all plants over here. So they're all linearly located, correct, like this. Now the point is, how do you verify if your entire model is working fine and all? Of course, you have statistics and all that, but the way advantage I see of using YOLO is it gives us validation that even if there is a discrepancy, you can go and check where the discrepancies are and what could be the reason for that, and see if you can improve the model. So here, if you see, again, different plants will look differently, right? If you look at it, see, this is a big canopy, right? Canopy means the spread of the plant, correct? So this is a small canopy, and this is a very small canopy, right? And here, if you see, there's no plant. There's a very small plant here, it's stunted, correct? So here there is no plants. If you look at it, if you see over here, if you see, there's no plants. Here also no plants. So your your imagery should say no plants, right? Ideally. And your YOLO also should be not detected, correct? So that way the count should match. Okay, so again, it is an input to the farmer to kind of do something about it. Should we get new plants, or what we want to do with it too? Okay, now having said that, what we do is let's work on the YOLO also in parallel. Okay, so we want to do something like this, where we upload the image, or give the video as an input, and it generates the count. So Kushbu, we can generate the count, right? If I give a video which consists of all these motor vehicles going, or maybe in this case also, if this, as we are moving through the plants, can we give a count, or is it just going to give the bounding box?
Just like count also and bounded box also.
Yeah, count also, correct. Yeah. See, if you see this case, this is a good case of where it can go wrong. Okay. Now you're seeing this plant is, is to the right side. The drone is going in the center. It's not in the right direction. Correct. If you see here, see the mango plant is over there on the edge. Correct. Now what will happen is these images will be taken and the center will be in the center of this image, but the plant is on the right side. The image can be detected as mango, but the lat and long will not be correct, right? So these are some of the cases we have to take care, right? So if I mean, what can we do is if YOLO detects that there is a mango plant, but the lat long, but the object is on the right side, right? Whereas the lat long is in the center, there is a problem. So these are the image. This is the data we should discard, right? We should not go ahead and conclusively conclude. We should say there's a problem, right? So will there be problems like this? There will be problems like this on the field. Okay, so that's why it's important that the solution should be able to take care of this. Okay, cool. So any questions, guys? Anyone? So does anybody else want to volunteer on the YOLO project along with Kushbu? Does anybody else want to kind of start working on this? You just have to pick up Ultralytics, you install Ultralytics, and okay, Abhinav Bhaskar. Okay, so Abhinav, do you have any relevant experience in the past on YOLO? A little bit. Okay, cool. So you have worked a little bit, right? Okay, that's good. So so that's nice. Anybody else? Yeah, Kalyani, you also want to contribute, is it? Yeah, Kalyani, you have a question or you wanted to contribute on that YOLO project?
I want to contribute, so.
Okay, that's fine. Do you have any relevant experience in the past on YOLO?
I have worked on a project. It is about detecting the number plates of the cars.
Okay, got it. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, that's good. Yeah. So what I'll do is you can join this Discord channel which Pawan has mentioned here. Okay, I'll just put it
Yes,
in here
I
again.
already did.
Yeah. Okay. Abhinav is saying pothole detection. Okay, good. So you can join this Discord channel server, and Kushbu's already started on this. I've already shared the link. I'll share it in the Discord server again. The link to this this image, what I'm showing here. Okay. So you folks can get going on analyzing this. I'll share many other videos as well. We have a lot more imagery of this. Right. See, other thing is also sometimes the quality of the image can be different. The video can be different. On a cloudy day, it can be different. On an evening, it can be different. Correct. So we'll have to take care of those kind of changes as well. Right. But again, net, the way I look at it, it's not a very hard problem to solve. But again, it can be tricky if you're looking at, there's a lot of background also, right? This is how the real, see, if you look at it, it's a really small one, right? So, so here you should say it's not a plant, right? Pretty much, or you should say that it's a small plant or whatever, right? So yeah, so this is how it is. Okay, so get going. Let's get going on this. There's no, again, it's not that you have to finish it up by today, tomorrow, or something, but let's work on this and keep moving, making progress on that. Okay, so I'll also help you. I'll also work with you guys, with you folks, and if we can, do a double validation of the ground truthing, that will be awesome, right? So the way we're planning is each column there will be one video, right? So that the size of that file is small. It's actually a 3 GB file, right? So yeah. Okay. Any questions, anyone? So ideally, the rest of the project should be done by tomorrow. And on Tuesday, actually on Sunday, we are planning to actually go to the field and use that entire application we're building. If we can do YOLO also by tomorrow, that'll be awesome, right? But I don't know. Depends on your time and all. But anyway, I won't push too hard. We can coordinate on Discord and get that working, right? So that it helps us also learn how that works and use that, integrate it into the application going forward. So any questions still here, anyone? Any question, or you folks think you can do something better? Yeah.
So more to add in the front end is like giving a cloud option, save something, cloud save, like save the images of mango trees to the cloud or something.
I didn't get the question. What's that, Pawan?
Like adding a feature where these things like mango trees or anything, they get added to the cloud. Is there any other thing? Is the feature discarded or something? Like the idea
No, it's there, right? You're uploading your images to the cloud, right?
Okay, right.
No, that's going to be there. See, uploading. See, the drone gives two types of input. One is images of every plant, right? Second is a continuous feed of the video. Okay.
Right.
So it gives both. Now we are going to upload all the images from the front end, right? That's going to still be there. And based on that, we detect in the back end, is there a duplicate, and we just save it. That's one. The YOLO video is more from a validation perspective, right? If I'm saying your images say is out of 180 are mango, and the YOLO says in that video there are only 60, then there is a problem. It's either falsely detecting it or whatever, correct?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
YOLO should also be able to tell us every plant what is a lat long, and not just YOLO. Again, it's a combination of YOLO detecting the bounding box and we mapping it to the lat long. And we should be able to say, okay, what is the YOLO approach saying for this plant and versus what is the image saying? Compare that. Every single one of them we should compare. And we should say, do they match? If they don't match, then we go and investigate. What could be the reason? Which one has a problem? Maybe YOLO has a problem. Then we do the ground truthing, correct? Ground truthing is we actually go to the ground and say, okay, both of them are not agreeing. Who's the right person?
Yeah.
Who's the right entity? So then we on the ground, if we say, we'll know, and then we'll improve one of those models. So that's how we improve that. Otherwise, we will have no way of knowing. We'll have no way of knowing whether it's right or wrong, right? Because the other thing is, in production, again, one of the things about these models is they just give a value and you just go with that. And different conditions can have different outputs. The weather condition can be different. Some can be brightly lit, some can be dull, right?
Yeah.
Depending on when they are actually running on the field, correct?
Yeah.
On a cloudy day, it can be different.
Yes.
So that way, it's important to have both of them as validation is how I'm looking at it. To make it more robust, at the end of the day, if you're talking about 1,700 plants, you have very little room for going and verifying it, correct?
Yeah.
Very little. You cannot go and verify. It's impossible. What I've shown you there on the field below is just around 80 plants, right? 80 to 90 plants, right? I also don't know exactly. But if you're looking at 1,700, it's a huge number. So that's where if you can get that, both of them are saying the same, that means you have that confidence. Okay, it's good. Right, and that's when the farmer builds the trust, right? The farmer needs to have a trust. You're building a solution, they need to believe it. You need to build something that's robust, right? So going that extra mile helps to build that confidence. It's worth it, correct? And on top of it, we are not boiling the ocean. We're not saying we are using an LLM or anything like that, which will kind of really increase the cost or anything, correct? Still cost effective. Look at it. As long as you're not burning the ocean in terms of the models taking a lot of server space, right? So,
Yes.
Khushbu, what do you say? Khushbu, do you think it will involve cost using YOLO?
No, sir. Like YOLO haven't any such cost.
In production, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, should be doable. So, what is your approach, Khushbu? How should we do this analysis? Like, should we give you a link to the Google Drive, and then you'll be able to pull it directly from there and analyze and get back, or what is your approach in terms of how we should take it forward?
Yeah, so that's fine. Like basically in computer vision field, we put all our data set in the Google Drive because they provide so much space in there without any cost. So it will fine for me.
Correct. So that's what we'll do. I already shared that with you, Google Drive. I don't know if I'm in Discord, but you can get going on that one, and I'll put a message in the group for others who want to contribute, Kalyani and Bhaskar, right, Abhinav. So you can get going. All of you can maybe get into a Google Meet or something. I'll leave it to you folks. You can send a direct DM if required, and get going. I'll also contribute, but I just want to make sure the rest of the project is, getting all the pieces are getting moved, because all the database and all we created today. Just want to make sure the services and all are up. If by Sunday we have it ready, we'll go to the farm and check it out on Sunday only. On Tuesday we have a demo actually at a college at NGIT, right? There's a college called NGIT in Hyderabad. They are providing us the hardware also, so we're building hardware also for this. So there we have a demo, and if it goes well, then we can. Because we are using the resources, we want to give a demo in terms of what all we are doing, correct? So the attempt is also to build hardware within here itself, so that we don't have to rely on Chinese stuff or anywhere else, right? So
yes,
that's the attempt. But again, some part will have to depend, but we are trying to do. Let's see. But again, the overall goal should be that the cost should be less, right? Because if you're building some fancy stuff and it becomes expensive, the farmers are not going to use, right? So the goal should always be how do you build technology which is useful but very cost efficient. Okay. So that's what it's about. That's why even the drone what we're building, if somebody is interested, I can connect with the person who is working with us on the drone side. We want to build our own stuff which is very, very simple, right? No jazzy cameras and all. So that's why again, if we are reducing cost on in terms of not using a fancy, like I think the drone he's brought is the one way you use in weddings and all, right? That fancy, low cost, low weight, less than 250 grams wala drone, which is very around 80,000. But what I told him is you don't need that. You don't need such high resolution, high density images, right? So it should be a simple one, manufactured very crude way also is fine, as long as it gets the images and the videos good to go, right? And down the line, the vision is that within that drone itself, it should be able to do that analysis, right? And be autonomous, right? That's the goal. So that's where we want to get to. But today, that's where we want to get to. But today, I don't want to put that on all of you because I think some of you are just getting started. So that's fine. So as and how you are getting better, we'll keep increasing the bar in terms of what all will be expected, right? And again, I would like to repeat, if any of you, one of you is interested in opportunities, jobs or internships or whatever, just keep me posted on Discord. As and how I come across something and I work with you, I can refer. Okay. I've already been doing it and it has been helping people. If you people want, I can do that. Okay. Just letting you know. That's what is in it for you and that's what is it for me also. Okay. And of course, this project is something that I want to implement on the ground. So that's also is the ultimate byproduct of what this whole exercise is supposed to be for. It's not just an academic exercise. I want to let you know. Okay. So again, along the way, if you people need more data, you say, I know to make this happen with better precision, maybe we need so and so. Like for example, the images right now will be maybe 10 MB. Each image will be 10 MB file, right? It's pretty high resolution, high density. Maybe you say, I want only 512 by 512. Then we can have, one of us build that OpenCV module to just crop them, right? To 512 by 512. We could do that. But you people have to tell me, right, based on what you're working and how you're proceeding with that. And most importantly, you can put in a resume if you people want. You can put in a resume too, no problem. Okay. So that's it, folks. Okay, that's it from my side. So let's get going. Any questions, anyone?
Sir, I have a question. Like, is it a research